Ladies and gentlemen, here we are in the remote parts of the world, one of the remote parts, in fact, Modoc County, California, where Dr. Barry Crawford is going to attempt a in-field cranial surgical procedure on the helicopter Dragonfly on mechanical plant.
Greetings, fellow humans. Welcome to Building with Barry. Today we're going to, as my trusted colleague just said, try to install a device in the helicopter Dragonfly that will cause the motor to start smoother. This is the device, and what it basically does is use a pulse width modulation signal from the computer here to basically turn the motor on and off very fast, so fast that it just sounds like just sort of a hum. And by controlling how long the motor is on versus how long it is off, you are able to regulate the speed of the motor without reducing the torque significantly. And so the start on the Dragonfly was originally kind of harsh, and so this should smooth it out a lot. And so today we're going to be installing that inside the brain of the Dragonfly. So here we go.
This implant device, is that an aftermarket type item, or did you have to?
That was a thing that I built out of components that you can get online. It has an Arduino in it. It has a buck converter, which is basically a device for lowering a voltage, lowering the supply voltage so that the Arduino and the H bridges can use it. It's got two H bridges, and what their job is they're basically like a relay. They take a small signal, control signal, and use that to control a much larger high amperage power line, and so you can regulate the speed of the motor with just a tiny little signal voltage.
Here we can see a lot of lovely brain parts. We have the mouth actuator and the fuse box and a bunch of power supply parts down in the bottom there, and the power relays. And so there's a lot of stuff in this head that we have to work around to fit our device in. We can also see the radio control unit in there, which is actually a repurposed remote start kit for a car.
Alrighty, so here we have the brain of the Dragonfly after we've taken the top off, and you can see we got a lot of different gizmos and gadgets in there. And what we're going to do is we're going to install the device I showed you right in this area here, and we've already cut the power cable from the relays to the motor. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to extend these wires on both sides so that they can reach over here and be attached to the device that we're installing.
Here's a closer look at the pulse width modulation device itself. Unfortunately, at this point we experienced some technical difficulties, and thus we do not have any footage of the remainder of the installation. But here's some lovely stills of me slipping the device into the head and putting the head back on. Here we have some footage of the previous lurching startup the Dragonfly had before this upgrade, and compare that now with the nice smooth start that it currently has.
with Barry. Thanks for watching.
If you would like to visit the set of Building with Barry, you should probably rethink that. You'd likely catch fire. I know I do.